those two pieces of equipment will help you to look less awkward while moving expensive pieces of furniture for anxious clients. Hey everyone, this is Mike with Profit to Prosper, a place where we share tips and strategies to take employees to CEO status and CFO status, Chief Freedom Officer. So if you want to prosper through profits, join our community. Consider subscribing. So today we're going to talk about the equipment that you're going to need to get started in the high-end furniture delivery business. That's actually the business that I started in, and I coach and consult in building those types of businesses. I personally started in the independent courier route, but was dissuaded by the $4 to $7 per package price that I was getting. So I moved and transitioned into the high-end delivery business and was able to take upwards of $70 to $350 jobs for one item. So you get the gist of why I made the switch. And you can as well, because there are really four things that you need to think about: operations, skills, getting customers, and the equipment that you need. So today we're going to be focused on the equipment that you're going to need in order to get started in the high-end delivery business, high-end furniture delivery business. So the first thing that you're going to need if you are going to move any type of furniture, whether it's a big piece of furniture or small furniture, is a blanket, or not a blanket, but a couple of moving blankets. Traditionally, they come in packs of 12, but you're able to decide how many you want to get started. I suggest that you get as much as you can, that as much as you can afford, because that will also affect your capability of protecting the pieces and making sure that you give your customers peace of mind. I can tell you, customers love to see their pieces being wrapped because it says so much. It's a conversation without speaking. It says, I will take care of your piece of furniture. I will take care of this piece because I know that it means something to you. When you show up to a client's house or to pick up a piece of furniture for a client and you have no blankets, they won't say it or tell you, but there will be some anxiety or some possible frustration that you're trying to move their piece of furniture without even considering how you can protect it. So showing up with a blanket or hand in wow, what was that? Showing up with a blanket in hand or blankets in hand will give the customer a peace of mind that you will take care of their piece the way it's supposed to be taken care of. Okay? And I personally prefer that type of a business strategy where you're meeting the needs before the customer has an issue. Because I can tell you, when you're doing your job with a customer hovering over your shoulder, it's not a pleasant thing, and it doesn't help you, it doesn't encourage you, it doesn't instill confidence in you. So if you can make the customer feel comfortable as soon as you arrive to pick up or deliver their pieces, then they'll go and do something else. They'll look after the kids, or they'll wash the dishes, or sit and watch TV until you're finished, and they won't hover over your shoulders to oversee and make sure that you know what you're doing. Okay, so blankets are an important part of getting started in the high end. Notice I say high end. Okay, that means where you'll be able to command a higher price per delivery. So the high end delivery moving business. The next thing you're going to need is I consider them material handling tools. So things like a dolly or a hand truck. People use these phrases interchangeably. I personally consider a hand truck the thing that you see FedEx or UPS using, the two-wheeled what they call it dolly. Most people, depending on where you go in the country, it's called a dolly to some people, but I call it a hand truck. So I hope you know what a hand truck is. If you don't, this is what it looks like. Um, or you can use also a dolly. What I consider a dolly is the four-wheeled cart that you can put furniture on. It's a flat surface. It looks like this. And so having those two items allows you to move furniture around without having to carry it and pick it up and move it wherever you need to pick it up and move it to. So what that means is you can roll a piece of furniture instead of having to carry it. That's less strain on your back, and you're able to look like you know what you're doing and look cool while doing your job. And it also helps you when you have those pieces of furniture that one person can carry it, but and I say but because one person can carry it, but one person shouldn't carry it, right? So they're those transitional pieces that put you in this awkward space if you're a solo operation. And in those cases, having a hand truck or a dolly is a must, because those two pieces of equipment will help you to look less awkward while moving expensive pieces of furniture for anxious clients. Okay, so a hand truck and a dolly, they're a must, and you can get one of each. If you can afford it, I'd suggest getting at least two dollies, because it will help you when you need to maneuver up and down stairs. There's a strategy for that. Hopefully I can put together a mastermind of advanced techniques for you all. And if that's something that interests you, please let me know in the comments. If I get enough comments, then I'll know that it's needed and I'll put something together for you. But in the meantime, if you are interested in getting started and you need sort of like a guide to help make sure you don't make the mistakes I made in 8 years of building a six-figure delivery business, then by all means cut down that learning curve, accelerate your progress and success by taking a look at the ebook that I have created in 8 years, out of 8 years of experience, 65-page full color ebook that outlines the process, my journey, and the process of going from a $700 van that doesn't look pretty at all, didn't look pretty at all, was 20 years old. By that standard alone, I would be disqualified from a lot of independent courier businesses. They wouldn't take me on as a subcontractor, but yet I was able to build a six-figure business with that van and a dream. So you can do it too. And I outline my formula for doing that in my ebook, and you get information on how to start, how to deliver, how to find customers, the type of vehicle you should get, how to set up your business, and so much more. So you can take a look at that. As we continue on, the next piece of item, as we continue on, the next piece of equipment that you're going to need are what I consider disposable equipment. So these are So the next piece of equipment that you're going to need, or rather tools that you're going to need, are disposable. That means you're going to have to buy them over and over because you will use them. And that's tape and shrink wrap. Shrink wrap, please, when you are in front of a customer, when you're in a professional setting around other movers, please do not call this saran wrap. It is not. It's not saran wrap. You're not cooking. You're moving expensive pieces of furniture. So it's either stretch wrap or shrink wrap. Okay, so shrink wrap is that roll of cellophane plastic, clear plastic, that you roll around a piece. In inclement weather, where you may have rain or snow coming down, it's good for creating a barrier of protection against the elements. It also helps, and this is how I particularly use it, whenever you're wrapping a piece with a blanket and it's an odd geometric shape that is what I consider asymmetrical or not modular, like a dresser or something cubic. It's a good idea to add some shrink wrap around it to sort of make it look clean and neat, and make it look appealing to the eyes, right? Um, there is a third application as well: wicker, rattan, or brittle wood, or older wood. These types of pieces sometimes, the pieces shed, and when you have a piece that sheds, you want to keep those pieces contained, so that if they do shed or fall off, the customer will be able to get them put on or refinished, or however they repair those pieces of furniture. So shrink wrap is important, and also tape is important, because whenever you have blankets on pieces, you need a way to fasten the blankets to the pieces. And so when you roll tape around the blanket, it fastens it to the pieces. And okay, beyond that, another great items to have around are boxes, or even cardboard, to build something that doesn't exist. I have my guys have a running joke about me that I have an issue. I'm a chronic collector of cardboard, and that's because cardboard is able to save you in tough spots. You're able to shape and fashion the type of protection that you need on the spot, bespoke. You're able to customize whatever protection you need for a specific piece. So that's why I love to collect cardboard. Next on the list is bubble wrap and foam wrap. Now, bubble wrap and foam wrap, they're kind of in the same class, because they're formable pieces of protection that you can put around a piece. The air pockets in the foam and the bubbles help to build a barrier of protection around pieces. Now, there are different sizes of bubbles that the bubble wrap comes in. You have an eighth of an inch, quarter inch, half inch, and a whole inch bubble wrap, and that's for you to decide on based on your preference. So you can just go to Staples and start feeling all the bubble wrap to see which size you like. And if someone asks you, is everything all right? Can I help you with anything? You just say, just browsing, right? That's the phrase that you use, just browsing. Foam wrap, I love foam wrap personally, because it just has a clean look when you wrap something in foam wrap. You don't necessarily have the bubbles. It looks more aesthetically pleasing to me. So I would always prefer foam wrap over bubble wrap. I don't know which one is cheaper, because we buy it in bulk, so we're able to get our discounts that way. And that's another thing. When the more you buy, the better the rate will be, and you're able to find different places to find it. There's no person or business who has the market cornered on these type of supplies. You just shop around and you find the best one that works for you. Okay, so beyond that, everything else would be according to the job. You have things like glassine paper. You have things like plastic corners. You also have cardboard corners. You can use cardboard corners. You can use those. You can even use those the pipe covers, the pipe insulators from Home Depot, when you have glass pieces or marble, to to line the edge of the piece that will be laying on the floor. There's so many different things that you can create or invent. You can create or invent just to protect your client's pieces. So the sky's the limit, and I hope this guide was helpful to someone. If you need more information or help on getting started or scaling your delivery business, definitely reach out to me. You can either leave a comment below. You can click the link on my site, michaeldeer.com, where you can book a free discovery call with me. Check out the ebook and all the helpful information in there. And with that being said, until next time, keep on rolling. And remember, profits are better than wages. God bless.